syllabus and the way to go about for ANC Part 1 is not very clear, to be very honest. But with academically, it was quite smooth because of the material and resources that they provide.
So, hi, we have with us Dr. Veenal. She recently cleared her AMC 1 exam. So, congratulations, Dr. Veenal.
Thank you so much, ma'am. I'm so happy.
Okay. So, Doctor, tell us like a little bit intro about yourself. Where have you done your graduation from? And did you do it from India? How has been your journey so far?
Yeah, I graduated way back, and ever since I graduated, I always wanted to move abroad, but somehow it could not get fulfilled. So I pursued my post graduation from India itself, but later on, I was not quite content. So I always wanted to move abroad, but I was always confused among where to go. Even before embarking on this Australian pathway, I had almost made up my mind to go to Germany. Then I actually contacted few of my juniors who are already pursuing their career in Australia. After contacting them and receiving their good feedback, I made up my mind. Then I searched online. Then I came across academically. And within 2 days, I enrolled into your program.
Okay. So, uh, also please highlight, since like a lot of people who are planning to give the AMC exam or who would be, like into their journeys, the most common question that have is like, how do we prepare? Like, what kind of resources to use? So, just like give us a hint about your strategy. How did you prepare? Like, what all the resources that you referred to?
Actually, the syllabus and the way to go about for ANC Part 1 is not very clear, to be very honest. But with academically, it was quite smooth because of the material and resources that they provide in the first place. They provide all the resources, like all the material is from, they cover all, it is a very comprehensive thing, and they cover all the resources, like they cover John Murtabak, which is mandatory for that exam. They cover guidelines, both therapeutic and RACGP guidelines. It's a very good kind of notes that they provide us with. So apart from that, I also used Amedex, which I went through twice or thrice because it covers guidelines again. This is very important to crack this exam. And definitely, you have to ensure that you read everything at least twice to three times
Yeah.
before you book your exam.
So, like,
Parallel
yeah. Yeah.
in August 2024, and then I booked my exam for March because the medical council remains closed for the month of December and January.
Okay.
And another resource that I use, which is very important, is Blue Book. You can't, skip that, and you should at least read it twice to three times for your.
Yeah. So, like, the Blue Book has a lot of description about, like how to go about the clinical STEM and how to actually narrow down your answer choice to that one particular choice, right?
Yeah. Actually, gives a kind of what kind of questions the candidate is going to face in the actual exam. So, Blue Book will give you that blue term.
Okay. Dr. Veenal, like, how much time did you take to prepare for this exam?
As I am already specialized, so like it will be different for those who recently graduated and those who are doing this after specialization. So after specialization, I think the time required is more because we have to start from scratch again. We have to go again with the, you know, all the subject again. We have to. So it will take like more time for us. But I think for the recently those who graduated recently, we can, cover this in a period of 3 to 4 months if they are not working.
Okay. Since a lot of questions like are based on clinical reasoning and, like final year subjects. So, okay. So, doctor, like, what lies ahead now? Are you just planning to go ahead with the MC2 pathway, or are you like trying to find a job there?
I think I I need more guidance from academically itself how to go about the problem. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Like, our faculty will be there to mentor you, and we'll be having a special session for the students like who have cleared their exam, and on like what lies ahead and how can actually you plan your course and try and start practicing in Australia as soon as possible. Okay. So now for anybody who's like, very new into this, like if in this journey, like you have to highlight three most important things for anybody who is into it, like three short things that can't be a miss if you want to clear this exam. So what would that be?
First would be Blue Book. At least you tries this 3 times. Another book I also used was Red Book, which covers the population health part of this for this exam, which is also very important. Third thing is that a month before exam, you have to like take off from your work if you're working, and then for revising each and everything, because in the exam the stands are quite long. You don't have enough time to think about it also. So you have to revise stuff again
Yeah.
and again.
Like
With your
for any
exam.
exam, like revision is a must.
Yeah. And if you like, you can, go for multiple revision. It depends on how it works. But without revision, I don't think.
True. Yeah. So you very rightly said. I think for any exam, like revision is very important, and like don't change your source towards the end, and keep on like revising from what you have read, so that an exam, like you have 150 questions. So how did you like practice with your time management? Actually, a lot of students sometimes find it difficult.
Here, I would also like to mention that I use Labable as one resource where they provide us with the mock tests. So, to pace up, to speed up, and to, simulate the original exam, I also took around 18 to 20 mock tests from Labable so that I can manage my time well. That test provides nearly 180 questions which you have to cover in 3 hours. Yeah. Or another thing, so you can, try whatever works for you. Yes.
Yep.
And another thing for that I'd like to emphasize here, please listen to the either the live lectures or the recorded network. They're very helpful, which academically provides, because after listening to something, you tend to remember more. But yeah, that is how my memory worked. But I'm sure it works for anyone. It won't work for it.
So were you attending our live lectures or the recorded ones?
Now, I made sure that I attended live lectures.
Live lectures, yeah. So okay.
Ideally, I would attend the live lecture. I would go to the PDF topic wise, and then I would switch to Amadex. Amadex is a good resource, and then I'll try to cover all the questions from Emedix from the King topic. Then I'll come back to the portal, LMS portal, and then I'll pick up the mock test.
Okay. And doctor, like some of the students, they have this confusion about, guidelines, like where to find them, or are they important for all the subjects? Like how often do we refer to the guidelines? So if you could just elaborate, a little bit on how to use the guidelines, how often do you need to go back to them, and how do you incorporate them in your notes?
See, I did not like Amedix is one resource which provides with guidelines and also all the topics which are like shared by academically are also covering all the guidelines. I don't think you need to go beyond this. Only for a few topics, I use guidelines separately. Like, uh, if I can remember for osteoporosis, I use guidelines.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's very, very comprehensive, the material that is provided by it. Yeah.
So I think Dr. Venus, you have like elaborated and given a detailed viewpoint on everything what the exam requires. So thank you so much for your time, and I wish you all the very best in your journey. And I think academically is really proud, and we are very happy for you. And thank you for letting us be a part of your journey.
Thank you so much. I would like to, take home message for everyone would be that if I can do it, anybody can. Never ever give up. Yeah.
Yes. So like they say, where there is a will, there is a way. So I think since you mentioned in the beginning that you always wanted to, you know, move abroad. So I think with your determination, you have done that. So congratulations again. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.